Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, time navigators of the medicine way of the sacred hoop. Our elders and medicine people are rising up all over this realm for the healing and transformations of our rainbow tribe of the new earth. Nothing can stop the awakening of human consciousness into the unity of all life. With our pure awareness of the unborn mind of Buddha, we free ourselves and our people from the wheel of samsara. As we turn the wheel of Dharma, we resolve all false projections and anomalies of the space-time continuum. Sitting within the stillness of our galactic center, the power of our almighty I Am presence expands into the fields of Elysium to bring into the harmony of the spheres our bright virtue. We are fully aligned with our divine purpose, and now we make the quantum leap of faith into the unknown, to bridge the known with the unknowable. All sounds lead us to the silence of Source, as we are empowered by the universal life force that permeates every cell within our sacred vessels of light. As avatars of the new Yerushalema, we connect the kingdom of heaven within to the world at large, for the co-creation and manifestation of the paradisiacal timeline of the new heaven upon the new earth. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our Sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end, and please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 19 degrees, 8 minutes Pisces. The sun is at 14 degrees, 35 minutes Libra. The current Sabian symbol for the moon at 20 degrees Pisces. A table set for an evening meal. And the current Sabian symbol for the sun at 15 degrees Libra. Circular paths from astrologyweekly.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Judith Kusel. Massive energy has just been released in and inside Jerusalem from deep underground, where the 7 crystal pyramid temples of Lord Melchizedek once stood, and 7 springs of Kidron, surrounded by 7 hills. It is finally reconnected with the 7th central sun of illumination and Sirius. More than this, the new Yerushalayim is here, with its vast changes as a massive outpouring and inpouring of the holy Shekinah occurs, and the divine cosmic tree of life is being returned, with the full activation of the Christ consciousness, as the arcs of the covenant are fully reawakened and activated. Ein Sofar from JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Valerie A. Elster. We're in another shift in the matrix of time, and with that your role might change in the physical realm, embodying the higher monad aspects, the codes and templates, individual timelines grounding today for many as we align to the highest version, new avatar bodies and plasma platinum rays, from ValerieElster.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Jennifer Catron. Creation codes in the field today. Oversoul and monad assisting in new reality potentials. Choice points are being made. Lyran and Syrian teams guiding the soul's next role and experience. Quantum no time. 0-point field. Timelines and realities are consistently rearranging, shifting more rapidly. Divine union within and without. Heros Gamos anchored. Astral manifestation taking place. Physical is next. Get ready for yet another jump. 333. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Amera Atlantis. The rising is the kingdom within. The great kingdom of Atlantis is the realm of where we dwelled as divine and human fully realized beings. This remembrance in our souls of this way of being is the urging forward of the full reawakening of our true identity as the holy in human form. We are rising, we are the bridge between worlds. We are the promise of a new reality. We are God's undercover agents and ambassadors of the Holy Spirit. As Atlantis and Lemuria awaken within your DNA, you activate the light for others to travel across the bridge between realms and remember the law of one and an era, and where we know ourselves as the chosen ones. I will speak much more on the return to Atlantis and the reemergence of the Mer beings to this reality. Oceans of love, Amara, Beth, Mer Healer, Star of the Sea, Poseidon's beloved, Keeper of the Atlantean Flame, from AmaraAtlantis.com. From Divine Brother of the Light, Pars Kute. In addition to all the psychic oppression, a totally new field of liberation is emerging. This movement is getting stronger. Take part in this new liberation and start with positive thoughts. Communicate consciously with the quantum field, which is everywhere. Through the quantum field, we can communicate with our cosmic knowledge and realize new ideas. This consciousness is opening, and this is the new power. The divine powers are now taking a definitive place in the quantum field, and the divine new earth is resonating through everything. This period of great chaos can be a turning point for everyone. It can drastically change life in the positive sense of the word. The more consciously we deal with this phenomenon, the stronger we become in manifesting a new loving world. From the cosmos and through the divine source, a healing energy is sent again and again, and a healing occurs. This imbalance is then carried out in the energetic layers. Solar flares, magnetic fields, and natural lightning restore the balance. The more divine light that shines in us, the more powerful everything becomes. We do not become part of an unnatural struggle, but direct our energy towards a peaceful and pure divine light. In this way, our potential is increased, and the cooperation with the divine light forces ensures that we are protected and safe. We step out of the vortex of fear and step up a vortex of divine love, but first through our own system. We are the channel of the divine love at all times. Within divine love of one, Pars Kute. And from divine Sister of the Light, Qestty G. Completion. 3:33 a.m. Astral visions and various scenes woke me several times in the night. I was shown an oracle card that said it's complete, with a sword raised upright in celebration and liberation. Then I heard total blackout period, and this was to land over the next few days going into next week. This is nothing to fear or worry about. As timelines fully collapse, we are being brought back to neutral ground. Energetically, it may feel heavy as this shift makes its way through and the density falls upon us at times. Spirit message is to come back to 0-point consciousness and maintain your frequency through self-care practices and rituals that feed your light body. Many have felt the heaviness and pressure in the chest this week as the massive clearing of grief within the collective came up to be purged through the lungs. Purification of the blood has been coming up in this space, as well as since the blood holds oxygen, which feeds the lungs, and therefore our breath, which connects us with spirit. Some ways that will help you nourish the lungs and blood: mineral salt baths, ormus gold, black seed oil, watercress juice, peppermint tea, bustamite, crystals, fire cupping, walking in nature, breath work. Nothing can disturb, touch, or interfere with your energy without your permission. We are multidimensional, sovereign creator beings with the gift of alchemy and can shift our inner and outer surrounding to our will. Take back your power. From Qestty G. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Antonacci Bernardo. Really allow yourself some time when you start to feel yourself building up, for these are the greatest energies that have been felt so far. You may also have an overwhelming need to rest. Much is being purged right now. The winds of change are here. Energy ascension upgrade, intense energy, high frequencies, powerful timeline reality collapse, causing body aches and dark night of the soul, all of which no longer serve your highest growth and soul good, all of which still keep her on old earth. And from divine Sistar of the Light, Ra James, the 1010 portal kicks off a 10-day period of galactic activation portal days. From 1010 to 1020, we can expect some major Ascension upgrades. We have an Aries full moon Sunday. Things may be crumbling. You can't force people to resonate with your energy that don't or no longer are. We have gone through so much growth in the past year. You may be seeing things clearly or for what they are. We are clearing major blocks with these energies. This Aries full moon is all about taking back your energy and your power from situations that no longer serve you. This could mean you're done or at your breaking point with different connections or situations. Chiron is aligned with this full moon, making it all about healing. Chiron will be in Aries and in retrograde still. Some wounds have left scars that will forever be a part of you. These energies will be bringing up the past. This could look like every memory you have ever had surfacing to clear throughout the Ascension process. It could look like understanding deep traumas and connecting them to some of the deeper cycles of your life. This moon is preparing us for the Scorpio solar eclipse that will come with the next new moon, the 25th. We have a new chapter or next chapter vibes going on right now, stepping back into the main character of your story vibes. This moon also aligns with Venus. It means the focus right now is your love life and any healing you may need in this area. The 1010 portal will be huge. Its energies will last through the 10-day window. Look at it as a powerful vortex, a doorway opening to shift you into that new story. You're deciding now where you ultimately will shift through it once you enter it. The rest of this week is all about aligning with what you're working on manifesting, or what you want to manifest. From sparksofdivinelightshealing.com. From Divine Sistar of the Light, Erini, from Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy. Athens, October 7, 2022, The Great Split. We have been trapped in a closed system for eons. This splitting into the two different realities that we have been experiencing does not necessarily mean that one group will be staying in the physical closed system and the other will be exiting it. It only means that those choosing the higher frequency of unity and remembering will be living under a new law and experiencing another upgrade, multidimensional reality, while having a broader view and understanding of the mechanics and the reality of the overall closed system we have been trapped in, while others will choose to stay in the fallen program and the old law and enter deeper into an artificial reality. The nature of this closed system allows for different realities to coexist. Embracing the higher frequency of unity and natural law and splitting from the old fallen program and its collective is part of the preparation for the final exiting from the system, and of course an overall protection from all the destructive forces that will be expressed on Earth when the time comes, that will be changing the physical body of Earth and bringing down the old structures. Those who are moving to the new reality, natural law, will not have to experience the destructions because they do not need it, but the exiting from the closed physical system will take place much later for all. Until then, the program will continue with both laws and many realities running parallel to each other. There is a great amount of detachment that this realization is bringing on, and also a lot of dissolving of spiritual distortions that have been cultivated. Outside of this closed system is the true reality. This is a closed system that one cannot exit until the time comes that we will all exit it together. But until then, not all of us need to experience the same reality. We are free to create the reality we wish for ourselves as living beings through the divine charisma and qualities of our DNA. The more we remember who we are, the more we reach new realizations on our existence. Realizations that many times are shocking but very redemptive. Let us remember that although we have come a long way, we may still be in deep oblivion to the overall full and true story. The true story could be so shocking that we can only prepare for it step by step and little by little. That is why our spiritual guides lead us step by step towards the truth, because we will not be able to accept it all at once. So all is well. Erini. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Diego E. Berman, Ph.D., Weekend and Full Moon Energies. Dear friends, as the weekend approaches, we are slowly being immersed in the intensity of the full moon energies of Sunday, October 9th. This time being prepared to regain a deeper understanding of your inner personal divine strength. The energy waves of a full moon become noticeable 3 days before the climax date and then slowly wind down for 3 more days. Those who are energy moon sensitives can literally feel the momentum grow in intensity. You may feel a sense of tension in the air and an inner feeling of excitement or anxiety building up, and this weekend will not be the exception. The energy of the approaching full moon in Aries is all about speaking your truth and regaining the inner strength and courage to leave your comfort zone behind. The solar light codes we have been receiving this week pre-full moon have been setting up the stage for the big lunar release this weekend. You may find yourself being pushed from the inside of your energetic core to say enough is enough and start making active changes and decisions that will support your true self-expression. It's time to fight for your heart's desires and finally believe in yourself. The full moon energies will be assisting us to let go and wash away any blockages that have been preventing us from speaking up and standing our ground. It's a great time to shift gears and free ourselves from the limiting conditioning we have accumulated in this lifetime and many others. Some physical symptoms may still continue as we ride this full moon wave, especially affecting the nervous system, the digestive system, skin, and joints. Stay hydrated and rest is needed to assist the releases and integration. May this weekend's full moon energy act as a catalyst for the inner transformation you need towards a more confident, compassionate, and optimistic version of yourself. Be who you are meant to be. You are worthy of the life you desire. Have a great weekend, everyone. Much love from DiegoBerman.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Dr. Shavi M. Ali. The powerful weekend ahead. Proton, positive electrical charges, and electron, negative electrical charges, flux energies are building, as also are solar flares, solar winds, neutron counts, and the KP index. Our moon is in tropical Pisces, spiritual elevation or delusion according to levels of consciousness, all day today, Friday, October 7th, 2022. No voids, long or short. Pluto moves direct on Saturday at 5:56 p.m. EDT, and the full moon occurs on Sunday at 4:55 p.m. EDT in tropical Aries. And as mentioned in a previous article, there will be a solar eclipse in tropical Scorpio on October 25th. A lunar eclipse occurs shortly thereafter on November 8th in tropical Taurus. We are in overlapping portals now for all of these events, and this weekend is particularly important because the full moon in Aries will be in opposition to our sun in Libra, and in conjunction with the healing planet Chiron in Aries, and all of this can create a pull and tug sensation. Many people will want to be busy, on the go, engaging in all sorts of doings, but at the same time will feel a need to relax and be quieter. All weekend there may be energy spikes and then a sense of energy drain, creating a roller coaster of feelings and thoughts. Cosmic forces have already been very strong for most of the northern hemisphere this summer or winter in the southern hemisphere, and into the seasonal shift which began on September 22nd. Our planetary vibrational frequency and amplitude, commonly known as the Schumann resonance, is continually stirred up by cosmic energetics, and so is all of creation for the development of multidimensionality that is a difficult concept for many to comprehend, because for many thousands of years, in the way that mankind calculates time frames, the focus has been of a material orientation which occurred with the gradual pummeling downwards of collective consciousness. Higher knowledge became only for the select few who demonstrated a greater capacity for intellectual and spiritual elevation. They became and are the lights, of the light who guides others, sages, prophets, high priestesses, high priests, gurus, acharyas. Yet there were and are others who fought and still do fight against the light consciously or unconsciously. This is like coming upon a thick brick wall that must either be climbed over or destroyed in order to get to the other side, where treasures await. Some people refer to this situation as an energetic war, and some as the war between darkness and light. So here comes that phrase again, the twilight of Kali Yuga, a time of intensified chaos. This is why light is so powerful, however. Remember, thousands of years of disharmony is being removed from planetary cellular records and DNA. This includes human cells and DNA as well. Everything is becoming new. As cosmic forces further level up this weekend as the coming full moon and Pluto's direct motion come in, spend some quality time engaging with nature and with your higher self. There are many opportunities given to us for such relaxation and tuning in, such as when several planets are retrograde together, when equinox or solstice portals occur, when solar and lunar eclipses happen, and when other cosmic events are strong. All of these have portals, beginning stages, crescendos, and ending phases. Each portal provides permanent encodements, wisdom, for those who are in attunement or anchored to source frequency. The renewed journey through the photon belt, a band of intense light through which our entire galaxy is traversing, which occurs approximately every 26,000 years, is an amazingly transformative trip. We are inside of only the first of its 12 vortices, a point that we are purposefully reminded of often. With the 3D world constantly pushing its political, sociological, economic, medical agendas, so too must higher knowledge be brought to the forefront in this now era. So at sunset this evening, wherever you are in the world, light a candle and some fragrant incense. Play your 528 Hz miracle tone with your tuning fork or Tibetan singing bowl. Recite a healing prayer from your preferred holy text. These actions will announce your weekend of regeneration, revitalization, and renewal as cosmic forces surge. Quick messages about CMEs, coronal mass ejections or CMEs, which are proton and electron and more plasma particles launched off from our sun, explodes with solar flares. Do not merely soar off and then end in their billowing effect. They can last in their pulsations for several hours. This is what has occurred with today's M1 solar flare and what occurs with most flares. Thus, their vibratory power can be a consistent photonic wave of energetics. Our planet shifts and stirs as these CMEs exit from our sun, arrive to our planet, and then leave an after effect. This is a light reception and acclimation process for Earth, Gaia, and all of creation. Even CMEs which are not directly focused on our planet still have an effect because of our sun's immensity of size. The entire solar system is activated by the intensity of constantly incoming strong light from various cosmic forces. From DisclosureNews.it. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Karen Lithica, Ancestral Light Healing. For the path is multi-channeled as you navigate the path of light. Be observant with the challenges before you. Ancestral awakening of your DNA is complex path to unravel, for it is integrated with ancient layers of light experiences, connected to your soul family of light, your physical family in this reality. A complex layer of ancient ways, ancient light stories, highlighting a pathway for you. The task is to engage in the circumstances before you, hold a torch of light in the sphere of your consciousness, to perceive and navigate your higher light wisdom as the physical light experience occurs before you. You may be called to ancient lands to integrate the journey thus far. Understand this is deep, complex light work as you navigate your light path, connecting you to many lives, many experiences to be healed and cleared. For the task of the ancestral light decoder is complex, in many cases only destined for the most advanced souls. As we lead up to 2023, we are offered a gateway of light for deep personal healing and nourishment. Rest and activate in light. With love for the journey before you, together we join in the light. Arcturian Light Team and Karen from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Carolyn 144 God Code. Take time for purification of yourself and environment this weekend. The powerful Aries full moon is bringing much needed final endings. This is helping make it easier to set clear boundaries with narcissistic energy vampires and recover from past experiences with them. You've completely outgrown those lessons. Receive the justice that is here for you to attain peace and closure. This is preparing you for the major transformations happening in Scorpio season. Focus on getting stable, grounded, healthier, and financial recovery to prepare your foundation for new growth. The DNA telomeres are healing to help you get balanced and unified within. Chakra healing will be beneficial to support your DNA repair and energy recovery. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Here in the Moon Astrology, Friday, October 7th, the truth is out there. Life is brutal, but it's also beautiful. Brutiful, I call it. Life's brutal and beautiful are woven tightly together. They can't be separated. Reject the brutal, reject the beautiful. Embrace both and live hard and well and real. Glennon Doyle. As old timelines close permanently behind you and new bandwidths of experience present, be aware that your choices and actions taken now will have long-term consequences. Pluto, the great eliminator, is stationing at his most impactful to turn direct tomorrow at 26 degrees Capricorn, in a clash with Sunday's potent Aries full moon conjunct Chiron. Expect a heightened transformational passage, delivering you to a personalized, handcrafted experience of brutiful, a weird cocktail of brutal yet beautiful energy. As above, so below, the endings are relentless and unstoppable everywhere now in the 3D world, and mirrored in your own world. You don't need to think about it. Your emerging self simply knows and witnesses what is leaving. It's time. Actually, it's past time to leave whatever now belongs in your museum of history and walk away without a backwards glance. Old timelines are being rebundled, aligning you for something completely new. Notice vivid dreams with multiple scenarios. Notice your extra sensitivity to the Schumann spikes and energy frequencies. In all your dealings, only radical honesty and transparency will cut it as Pluto cleans up the last 4 degrees of Capricorn between now and March, and when he enters Aquarius until 2043, for the first time since 1778 to 1798. This supercharged Capricorn energy will accept nothing less than simplicity, cutting back to essentials, practical material progress, and commitment to integrity. It's time to dig deep to find the will and desire to make radical, permanent changes instead of tinkering at the edges. An old life is going dark. These are new magnetics and new encodements. Before anything else, your physicality needs grounding, as it is the vector for your enlightenment. Literally, taking in more light. Find the causes that feed your soul, personally, socially, spiritually, collectively. Commit 100% and eliminate distractions. From Here in the Moon Astrology.co.uk. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Sun in Libra opposite Chiron retrograde in Aries. Mercury in Virgo trine Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. It can't be far too easy to compare ourselves unfavorably with others during this influence, picking fault with aspects of our identity or personality that we feel are broken, weak, or imperfect. The fear that others may reject us if we dare to show all that we are may be keeping us small, afraid of shining our light. Don't allow extreme thinking to knock you off balance. Look beneath your fears for hidden treasures. This last trine between Mercury and Pluto is an opportunity to release old paradigms. Find your words of power. Reclaim the lost pieces of yourself that you were told were worthless or unacceptable. Let go of looking after everyone else before you look after yourself. Compromise where you can. Let it go if you can't. Reconnect with your inner mage, the wise healer that knows what you need deep in your heart. Healing comes with self-acceptance. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 142, White Crystal Wind. Crystal is the name for the number 12, and its keywords are cooperate, dedicate, and universalize. The 12th day of a wave spell is all about getting together in groups, working in teams, engaging with other humans, rather than being on your own. Cooperation is what it is all about, and together we can achieve much more than we can individually. Try to find some like-minded people today to hang out with, and remember that no man or woman is an island. Today is white wind, and it represents communication, breath, and spirit. As it is a crystal wind, this suggests that we should be communicating in groups. So public debating, speaking, or performing music or theater, or marching for justice are all cooperate to communicate activities. What I like most about windy days is that the winds of change can blow in and make a significant difference. And this is because the storm is the occult power, and these two are perfectly matched. I like blue storm days for the same reason, because white wind is in the occult position. If you want to make big changes in your life, your best bet is to do it either on a windy day or a stormy one. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. White Crystal Wind, 12 Eek, Keen 142, 7th of October 2022. Divine Connections, Spirit Whispers. 7/10/2022 equals 716 equals 77 equal 14 equal 5. 7/7 Magic Portal. Day code 7 Magic Mystic Spiritual Solitude Initiation. 14 Media Promotion Recognition. 5 Freedom, Liberation, Change, Transformation, Movement. Month year codes 10 Manifestation, Authority, Power. 1 New Beginnings, Original Leader. 6 Heaven, Christ, Family, Romance, Fertility. 7 Magic, Mystic, Spiritual, Solitude, Initiation. 2 Partner, Twin, Cooperation. 20 The Awakening, Clear Vision. 22 Architect of Peace, Master Builder. Keen 142 equals 7 Mystic, Magic, Spiritual, Solitude. 777 Triple Magician Code. 18 months ago, Keen 142 occurred on the 5th of May 2021. The 555 Liberation Portal, liberating divine will. Today's 5 Freedom Day code reactivates this liberation portal through the power of divine magic. We're linked back to the 555 portal as we liberate the voice of spirit to be heard by the people of earth. A magical 777 code is amplifying this divine day, communicating the liberating messages from spirit. Day 12 in the blue monkey wave spell of magic, joy, bliss, play, merriment, spontaneity, and a return to innocence. After the release of yesterday, today we are ready to come together without agenda and cooperate, ready for more magic, fun, and play, listening to the guidance from spirit. Tone of creation, crystal tone 12 in the mental realm. Action universalizes, power dedicates, essence cooperation. The crystal tone 12 is the highest level of the mind, mental realm. Yesterday we focused on dissolving and releasing our core fears and emotional blocks to reclaiming our freedom and liberating the birth of more magic, joy, and bliss. At the crystal level of mind, we have the capacity to cooperate or operate with other minds. Just as a crystal can be programmed, so too can we program our minds on this day. Focus on the crystal clarity of our minds today through the power of cooperation with others. Thus we create telepathic links in our communication grids, allowing for cooperative thoughts, ideas, and inspiration to flow. A divine day of greater connection to each other and Mother Gaia through the crystalline grid. Today's questions are: what messages am I receiving from Spirit that I need to communicate and share with others? Am I dedicating my life's purpose to fulfilling the divine plan on earth? Divine blessings for the flow of crystal clear, magical messages from Spirit today. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Let light and love and power restore our planet Earth. In la ketch a la keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 142, White Crystal Wind. The mantra, the code for today is, I dedicate in order to communicate. Universalizing breath. I seal the input of Spirit. With the crystal tone of cooperation, I am guided by the power of timelessness. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. We archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now, I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Angel of the Light Celestial for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. If you'd like to help support our work and mission and help us to continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com or a one-time donation to our PayPal link at eaglelovecondor.com. Now, I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You could purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, Zodiac Goddesses healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com, and she has a 20% off sale for autumn until October 25th, so be sure to take advantage of that. And now we're going to complete today's transmissions with powerful code and prayer from Divine Brothor of the Light, Diego Javier Alonso Vega. The Inner Christ. Within the heart of each of us flames the divine essence that is the same in everyone, regardless of religion, color, or social condition, which we call the Inner Christ, the anchor of the powerful presence I am, God omnipresent, omniscient, and the grand child. The Inner Christ, which Jesus fully manifested, so mankind knows him as Jesus the Christ, is the divine essence of God that pulsates in each human heart and forms a triple flame. On the left side of your heart flames a blue flame, which is the will, the strength, the faith of God. In the center burns the golden flame, which is the wisdom of God. And on the right side flames the pink flame, which is all love, activity of God. That's where God is, closer than your own hands and feet. Therefore you can never say that you are weak and that you don't have faith, because all of God's strength and faith is already anchored in your heart. You can't say you are stupid and you don't know, because you already have all of God's wisdom anchored in your heart. You can't say you hate or dislike something or someone, because you already have all of God's love anchored in your heart. To say this would be to deny the light of God. God is the light. John 1:5. In your heart thus becoming one with the absence of light and all that it brings. You are a child of God, created in the image and likeness of God. Genesis 1:26. Recognize the divinity anchored in you and in your neighbor, as well as in all human beings. Claim your divinity by saying, Beloved, powerful presence of God I am. I recognize you and me and all human beings equally. I call you into action so that you take command and control of all my actions, in order to manifest the will of God everywhere, which is good, through his encouragement in me, the inner Christ. Thank you, Father. And when you realize that your neighbor is doing something wrong, address them mentally in the following terms. Beloved, powerful presence of God I am, I recognize you in this person. I bless you and call you to action to manifest in this person the perfection that you are capable of. Thank you, Father. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful and blessed weekend ahead and powerful full moon in Aries Sunday. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.